Hello guys, welcome to this episode. And today we're talking about football, everything football, dealing with Champions League, specifically this season as it's coming to an end. We'll be talking about performance of teams in the UCL this season and also trying to predict which team would likely, come out best this season and everything that has to do with football. So just stick with us. Yeah. So welcome.
Thank you.
Can we know your name?
Yeah, I'm Ishola Samuel.
Okay.
I'm Charles Daniel.
Charles Daniel. And I am Shindidi Shindidi. So what's your thoughts on Real Madrid's recent loss to Arsenal? And what do you think they could have done better? Yeah.
For me, I believe the loss was just unfortunate for Madrid. And we all know this season Madrid has not been good. Madrid has not been good, and they could have just, I don't know. So it has been a problem from the beginning of the season. They didn't buy any players at all. No creative midfielders. They don't have, and most of their players are old.
They go Mbappe, though.
Yeah, Mbappe is just the only player that they cannot do the whole job. They need good midfielders and they also need defenders. But Madrid throughout the season has been poor. So
they were still relying on their past glory.
Yeah, and their overconfidence also killed them.
Probably also the fact Toni Kroos left the team also. I think it's left some kind of hole.
Yeah, that's what I said. They don't have a creative midfielder
anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
Their loss was inevitable now. It was seen from the start,
Okay.
Because Arsenal is there, we have this hunger, they have this stigma given to them that the trophy is not for them. You understand that kind of thing? And like you said, Real Madrid have been overconfident. Everybody have this expectation that, they play like Liverpool, that 9 minutes, it's 9 minutes or 90 minutes, they're going to
come back.
So what killed their spirit or what killed their game very well was that the first game that they played, that 3-0, understand, they concede too much. So when they were going for the second leg, it was inevitable. They've lost that chance, they've lost that momentum and everything. So even they have to score like 5, I think they have to play Arsenal 5, you understand? And I think till like 60, 70 minutes, they were like on 1-1, you understand that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the loss was already sure for them that no go area for you guys in this season.
And it's been a while Arsenal conceded 3 goals.
Yes.
It's been a while Arsenal conceded 3 goals. So it will be difficult for Madrid to score
more than.
Yeah.
Arsenal was really hungry, troubling hunger, like it was.
The defense is very, very organized.
Yeah.
That's true. With the teams we have presently, I think we have Inter Milan.
Yeah.
We have Arsenal, PSG, and Barca. So which two teams do you think would likely reach the finals? Teams that have the most chance, best chance.
It's very, very difficult prediction for me. And I've always
You didn't mention your club.
I'm a citizen, actually. I'm a citizen, but I've always loved Pep. And anywhere Pep goes to or he has worked with any club he has worked with, I always support them. So FCB, even we know that Inter Milan defense is the most organized defense in this championship.
Are they more organized than Arsenal?
They've only conceded 5 goals in this campaign this year. So the most organized defense. And I think I'll go for Barca and see Barca versus Arsenal in final.
Barca versus Arsenal in final.
Yeah.
I'll just go with Arsenal. I don't want to go too much because I'm a red person, understand? So when there's no Liverpool, we have to go with our nearest cousin, you understand? So I'll pick Arsenal.
So if Man U was also in
No, now you know when we mention club, we don't mention gathering, no.
But you said you're a red person.
I forgot that there was a club called Man U, understand? I didn't take that into consideration.
If you're talking about red teams, we are the Red Devils.
So when you guys are against us, the citizens, because we are not part of the red.
Okay. So you mentioned Barca versus Arsenal
in the finals. Yeah.
Champions League final. Why you mentioned
Arsenal?
Okay. Which Barca facing in the semis? Inter Milan. While Arsenal they are facing PSG. I think for me, I'll predict a final of PSG Barca. I think that would be an interesting one. Left to me, I think
That would be a very big error.
Why?
It's going to be Arsenal versus PSG.
And again,
No,
I don't want to write off PSG.
PSG
Presently, they are in their best form.
And your best form.
Their best form, they are very fast. The way they play, bro.
PSG took us out. I don't think we need to be discussing some kind of.
And they have an intelligent coach.
Yeah.
PSG coach is intelligent.
Yes. Enrique is intelligent.
I am against this. How we say that? See, he plays with luck. You understand?
Plays with luck.
PSG is not.
You won
You know in their
Barcelona in 2015.
Yeah.
Barcelona that like playing outside game. They are saying that we'll go to the final. When you have Arsenal is a formidable force. You understand? I know you people have this dark sentiment against Arsenal.
For you to be a successful team, first of all, your midfield must be at the best.
When you mention successful team, hope you are not taking up PSG. You people are taking up PSG.
There's always this stereotype with them, but to an extent they are successful. Probably not in Europe, but in the last 6 years, they've gotten to the semi-finals, I think, 4 times in the last 6 years. So to an extent, you would probably call them successful to an extent. And this season, I think they are the only team in the top 5 league that has not lost any single match in their league phase. They are unbeaten, so they are going for an invisible season as you're looking at it. So to me, I still feel to an extent they have the likely chance of reaching the finals alongside Barcelona. Okay, so my next question would be, so out of the things you predicted, I think you are turning towards Arsenal, but which team do you think has the best chance of actually lifting the Champions League this season?
FCB, man.
FCB.
FC.
For you, Arsenal, I don't need to ask you.
Barcelona.
Okay. I think I'm loving this. Next question. In general, what's your thought on Champions League this season? Probably the whole new structure and probably things like Manchester City, Real Madrid not living up to their usual expectations this season. What in general do you think about?
I think I like the league phase. I like this phase, yeah, because you have to play against random teams.
Exactly.
You understand? So when you play against random teams, that's how you know if you are really good or not. But you playing against a team, you have to go and study, about the team. But you are playing against different teams. You have to do more research and, training and all of that. So I believe this year Champions is, I think, the most competitive one I've ever seen.
No, I won't lie.
Because we have over 6 teams that are really in form this season. And they are all in the semi-final now. 4 of them are in the semi-final. So, probably the most competitive one for me.
That's nice. Okay, now, to the next questions. I know there are some players that have been doing exceptionally well this season, but what do you think has the likely chance of winning the Ballon d'Or this season? Wait, no. We know right from the beginning of the season, till Liverpool got knocked out of Champions League. We knew Salah.
You call his name. I know you call his name with say His Royal Highness Mohammed Salah.
Okay. We knew Mohamed Salah had the likely chance, or was kind of the favorite.
And Vinicius also. You know that they got knocked out.
Nah, it wasn't a favorite this year.
No, it's very, very bad this season.
Not at all.
Performance is too poor.
You guys should.
Not all that poor.
You will push Vinicius one side, but you will take up PSGs now. You push him at one side, but you be considering people that are not existing.
Did you watch PSG match against Liverpool? Home and away.
You don't open bad rules. You don't open bad rules.
Their first leg against Aston Villa.
Okay, now, to take you back now, based on this point it does brought up, you said because a team has been scoring more goals and doing well, they'll win Champions League. What about Liverpool? Liverpool, we have the highest points on Premier League, but look at our way on the Champions League. No, so which means you guys' prediction might be wrong. Barca and PSG might not even reach the finals.
PSG is playing the 3rd English team in the knockout stage this season now. They played Liverpool, I think round of 16.
If we just touch leg with them, not that we play.
Round of 16. They have played this people. Aston Villa, and they're playing Arsenal again. I think they will beat every 2 more of them.
Either way, let's go back to the question. So which player do you think is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or this season?
My favorite so far this season.
Okay.
Rafinha.
Okay.
Excellent. Odegaard,
You
right. Or Salah, or Saka.
No, I was thinking between Odegaard, Saka,
Odegaard.
Rice. I was thinking between the three of them.
Rice.
Which are you presently? Are you an Arsenal fan for the moment, or you're a Liverpool fan?
I'm a Liverpool fan for life.
Why are you not choosing your
see,
Egyptian king?
They have the Champions League.
Well, to an extent,
yeah.
if either of Barcelona doesn't win, either Barcelona or PSG, I think the two likely for me, the two most likely to win the Ballon d'Or this season, depending on how the season has gone so far, is between Dembele and Rafinha. If you're looking at their game so far and their contribution to the team, it's between PSG between Dembele and Rafinha. And the only case where probably Salah can come back into that conversation.
We should have Yamal.
Top three.
The front three of Barcelona actually, if they win the Champions League, the front three will likely compete.
I'll pitch for Yamal.
So Yamal, why are you going for Rafinha? Well, I'll personally also say Rafinha, but my two picks will be between Rafinha and Dembele. Salah for now, he has no chance.
I know you will not go for anything in Liverpool. I know you're always going.
No, I'm saying the only way Salah can have a chance now is if either of these people mentioned, probably PSG and Barca, they don't reach the final, probably a team like Arsenal or Arsenal. I doubt Arsenal can leave that home like that. Either Arsenal or Inter wins the Champions League, then probably Salah can come back into that conversation because the Champions League is important to rate players who would lift the Ballon d'Or. If Inter wins it will likely go towards what's his name, Lautaro Martinez, because I think last 2 seasons it was snubbed unfairly because he did great this last season. He has been great. Exactly. So probably
politics will play for
politics. There's always a role of politics. So now, okay. What team do you support and how proud are you of your team's performance this season? League and both Champions League. Well, all competitions. Although some didn't enter.
You don't need to state the obvious. It's not as if we didn't enter. You just you take a child to school and you're like, let me see what you can do. That's like how we think. So I would standly beat my chest that we never walk alone, you understand? Even in victory and near victory, we don't have losses.
So, Laura, you support
Liverpool for life, you understand? How
proud are you of your team's performance this season?
I'm very proud of it. I think we're on 79 points, right, on the Premier League. We are talking number 1 across all platforms except the Champions League, which we feel should us. Why you laughing now? Why
I won't say the name of the team directly, but I will say something.
Because both Premier League
the only team that have won Premier League 4 consecutive times. So I think everybody know that. Yeah, you know that. So that's Manchester City. And I've always been a Pep supporter from Barcelona.
So if Pep comes to
with all Guardiola's tactics, effort and stone face and everything.
I can't say I'm proud. I can't say I'm not proud.
Because they are not
you cannot be a champion forever. That's one. And and most of our players are old. Yeah, KDB is old. Bernardo Silva is old. And Gundogan is old. We have a lot of them that are old, but we can't say. But I know Pep. I trust Pep. I trust his process. Next season, we are winning the Premier League again.
I like that bit.
Yeah. So, I think we are all Premier League supporters here. I support Manchester United. I shouldn't even be saying that on camera.
Area 14. Area 14.
Manchester United's performance this season has been, I don't know. We are hoping for Europa though. We are hoping for Europa.
No, it's good to have hope because Arsenal, they usually,
you can't mention Arsenal and Manchester United in the same sentence. Please.
What?
Arsenal is
no.
But now, I think they're not doing well.
No, how are they doing well? What did they have to show for it?
That is like buying people. They're sure that like this.
No, we have something. No, we have something to show for it. When you're talking about a team doing well, you're talking about trophies.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you have to show for being in?
Whether you come in as 15th in the league or come in as second in the league, you guys are all run out.
Yeah.
No one is a winner.
Okay.
Only the person who wins the trophy is a winner.
And
For instance, if Arsenal enters, exactly, we won a cup last season, we won Carabao Cup 2 seasons ago, and we're already in the semi-finals of the Europa League, so we have the likely chance. We are hoping.
I'm also hoping City wins FA Cup this season. We're playing Nottingham Forest this Saturday.
Yes.
So.
For you guys, I really don't know. Well, we won the Premier League, I guess.
When it comes to trophies and cup, Liverpool don't carry us, you understand?
We
have our records. You want us to go into the details?
Help you guys.
Hey, God. Even when we have our victory.
Took you guys 30 years to win EPL.
In the new era of Premier League, I think they won just once.
Yes,
since the new era of Premier League.
So this is Manchester. I understand what is happening here. Manchester against Liverpool, right? Two brothers.
In the new era, they have won it 13 times. New era won it 8 times.
Okay.
But that one was very powerful.
No,
it shows the world.
Wow. Me winning it 4 consecutive times, the major one.
Okay, my last 2 questions, just quickly. Your top-rated player in the UCL this season?
Just rated player in UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
How many?
Just one.
One. The best so far. Everybody knows, man.
You say so.
Let's see that.
Yeah, I know.
What about you?
Yamal, I'll give it to Yamal.
Yamal is
my top-rated player. I like the way.
I think Rapinoe is also my top-rated player.
Yeah, Manchester. I'm not surprised. You people win.
Then my last.
They carry him along.
My last question would be: so with Rafaman's performance this season, can he be considered one of the greats in UCL?
One of the greats.
Yeah.
So far in Champions League era.
Yeah. Because he's touching some records that, well, due to the new formation of UCL in itself, probably it's putting him on a better spot to break some records. Okay. Because presently he's on, I think, 21 or 22 goals and assists. And the highest record we have Ronaldo on 22 goals and assists in the UCL season. And it's probably has prior to 3 more games to go.
But he doesn't have this history of dominance when it comes to competition. Yeah, you mentioned the goals, you understand? And everything still falls on if his team reaches
the final.
You understand, the final. So,
to me, I believe for you can be considered one of the greats in Champions League. It has to do with your consistency.
Yes.
Okay.
One season cannot determine your greatness.
Yeah.
We all know when it comes to picking the greats. Number 1 is Lionel Messi.
In Champions League?
Okay, when it comes to Champions League, we can pick Ronaldo first.
Even if it's even debatable everywhere.
Ronaldo, Messi, we have Ribery, we have Ajay Ruben, we have Lewandowski, Suarez, we have Müller, people like that. They are the greats.
So you mentioned great. You have
Salah.
I see calling people that So you mentioned 7 players and a coach before you mentioned the Almighty, His Royal Highness, I remove Mohamed Salah
in Champions League or Premier League.
We're talking about Champions League now. We are bringing Salah.
You guys are not trying to now these adjectives now. So you won't mention certain names and lights.
So we know KDB. KDB is
also a great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course, his consistency so far in Champions League for the past 7 years, bro.
Nice.
That guy is the best.
Okay. I really love this conversation, and I think
we think you guys can still do better, you understand?
Don't make this about mine.
And they are playing athletic Bilbao.
Don't let us
go to Champions League.
Okay, stick to the. Let's not talk about the.
So I think for this season, thumbs up to
Liverpool, wherever they are.
Thumbs up to PSG, Inter Milan, and Arsenal. So I think we
Yeah,
should watch out.
to us now. Yeah.
Yeah, watch out for
FCB.
who eventually wins the UCL and meets the Champions League Cup. It would actually be surprising if Arsenal wins the PSG.
No, it's not be surprising
It will be their
because
first time.
it's, they have this, they've been optimistic.
It's been their big
You
dream.
understand? This, they are, in fact, if they win this and they don't win it in the next 30 years, they
Okay.
feel very accomplished. You understand?
Well, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for this session. It was a very interesting episode. So yeah, guys, it's a wrap on this set. Yeah, it was such an interesting episode. Don't forget to subscribe, engage our posts, and follow us across our social media platforms. Yeah. Watch out for other episodes. Yeah.
Hey guys, supporting and watching your favorite team win can be very fun and interesting. But what about growing your money while you do so? I know the question is, how is that possible? Not to worry, I'll take you through the process. So quickly visit your App Store or Play Store to download the Microvest app, sign up, and start saving with your favorite football team on the MyTry plan. So as you support your team, you grow your money. It's that simple.